Welcome back to the channel. Pilot Ryan here with Pilot Ryan Media. Today on the deck we have the beautiful, and glad to have it back, 1.2 P-47 from E-flite. This is one of my favorite warbirds, and in fact it is the smartest and easiest to fly replica of the Jug yet. Perfect choice for a first tail dragger warbird for intermediate pilots, plus it's better equipped for high energy performance for experienced pilots. It just comes dressed to the nines. You can go with the optional ordnance, which is included, but you don't have to fly with the rocket tubes and the bombs and the fuel tank if you don't want to. And let's not forget, one of the best parts about these 1.2 series warbirds, retracts.
Ready? That's what's up.
How cool is that? The build is super easy. Just simply follow the manual. You will bolt on the horizontal around the spar with 2 screws, and then 4 screws for the wing itself. I love the silver paint scheme, so if you want to customize it, you've got a basically like an aircraft aluminum base already. Fantastic. You do have to put the 50 cals on yourself, so have some glue or some kind of tape for installing the 50 cals. The prop is a snap, no problem. You've got the hub assembly, and then this is how the ordnance goes on. Let's rip it.
Rolling. Taxiing out the 1.2 E-flite P-47 Razorback Kansas Tornado. Are you ready to get in a twister? Because I am. Taking off. There we go. Gear up. A little more power, a little more flap. Look at that beaut. Oh, I love that I can present that side to you. We got to keep it low because the sun is bright for us. And then we're just going to shoot some landings. Keep this thing in auto best we can. I love that top side. Little right rudder. That's better. Beaut. Beaut. So that's been full flaps. Let's do a half flap one. Definitely got it coming from our back a little bit, I can tell on this approach. All right, right rudder, a little cross. Oh yeah. Hop, skip, and a jump. Let's go. Sick. I'm gonna come at you and put the gear up. You got me. I'm back on the approach. Full flaps. Stick the tail on the donkey. Let's go. Yeah, we still got some time left for sure. All right, I'm gonna take off from here. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Peel out. I'm out there now because of the speed. I'm gonna stay over the grass. Cut out early. Is it that time already?
Time flies when you're having fun.
I was gonna say the same thing, dude. Little stall turn. See how it does a wing over. You know the difference? I bet
Yeah.
you do.
I do.
Wingovers in the power, right?
Yeah.
I definitely need some yaw trim, I can tell. All right, let's go. Half flaps coming in for touch and go. Beauty. Right rudder. I'm trimming in some too. It just needs it in general. I can tell on the up lines. Full flaps this time. Oh, that's better with that little bit of trim. Take it. Steer your feet, steer your feet, steer your feet. Yeah! Oh, I love this jug, y'all. Your turn. Let's do it. I went about 6 minutes and I'm looking at pretty good on 389. I still got an up and down, you know what I mean? But we're gonna go, Brandon's gonna fly this now and I'm gonna play with the camera. Let's go. All right, we're rolling. Brandon's taxiing out the new 1.2 E-Flight P47 Razorback. Let's get it. Nice.
Do a loop at the center here.
What's going on? How's everybody doing? 25 folks
Immelman turn.
hanging out Saturday night. Let's do this. We'll do a roll call here in a minute. Big Jim, I saw you mention that P47 deal. Yeah. This one flies 10 times better than that one, by the way.
Barnstormer style.
Especially in my case.
Another half Cuban 8. Actually, we'll just keep inverted here.
I'll listen to the wind over the ordnance there.
Takes a fair amount of down elevator to keep that inverted in place. You'd kind of expect that.
Yeah.
Everybody got their coffee.
It's a fun airplane to fly. Feels
Libations.
good.
Father's
Turn
Day
around
action
here.
this weekend. Get yourself something
Do
nice.
a max rate roll. Ready? Here we go.
Get yourself something nice, y'all.
Over top the runway, over the touchdown zone, brake, pull, gear down.
Flaps. Pro tip, if you put the flaps down.
I was really glad to see this one come back.
Balloons, you won't be, it won't be so
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's watch this. He about got a 3-pointer on that one.
Nice. Nice.
Nice indeed.
I love
Brandon, thanks so much for helping out. Thanks for coming by. That fantastic. I love that jug, y'all. Glad to see it back. 30 folks in here. Let's back up just a little bit. I will, if I missed you, pop back in and we'll give you a shout here. Oh my gosh. I'll start from this most recent. Craig Beaven, Victor RC Jets, Aerospace Matt, David Martin Graff, Snow River, Rogers RC Aviation. Oh my gosh. JCB 67, Mike Bird, Jeff and Laura, Alabama. Boss just got in. EQ, what up? Who I know I'm missing some folks. How's it going tonight? Yeah, he said this one was on its way a while ago, didn't he? And if you can read the Easter eggs of life, you can tell when these things are coming back. CVO, what up? Dad in the house. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Certainly, I must be. Um, Big Jim. Slaps. There he is. Ken Bird. Philip Cockram. Stephen from the UK. Francis. What? Backing up and seeing some, like, what? Let's see. Oh, gosh. I would love I like P40s. Enrique, what's going on? Oh, man. All right, let me catch back up. I think I might have got everybody. Brian Chambers, there you go. Yeah. Okay. How's it going? Anybody flying? New stuff? Wright's in the house. What's going on? Thanks, Brian. Yeah. Yeah, I looked over my footage from RC Fest. That'll be a nice little compilation. It'll be long. I'll probably put it out long for the members of the channel, and then I'll cut it up into something a little more digestible for regular public consumption on YouTube. Jeff ordered some stuff and worked on the Aero Scout. Nice. Guys, I got an FMS affiliate now as well. So go to pilotryanmedia.com, and if you click FMS, it takes you right there. Rather than used to not. So yeah, now it takes you right there. pilotryanmedia.com. All the links for the socials and stuff like that, as you guys know, are in the description. You guys are already, I mean, this is a tight group. Slaps. Thanks. He wants to see us fly it. That's what's up. That's what's up. You guys have really seemed to respond pretty well to Brandon. I really like that. I like that. I mean, Quad did an awesome job for me, but man, Brandon flies real planes and has been flying models for a long time. So it's great to be able to talk back and forth. Rogers, RC Aviation. Yeah, that's nice. And you know where to get it. Slaps. That's quite a lot of chipping in. That'd be quite a lot. Thanks so much. Eddie K, what up, dude? I saw Brian Phillips RC Fest coverage last night. That was fun and made a cameo. Very cool. Yeah, Snow. He knows what he's talking about. It's really cool. It's really cool having them. Good times. Some of you guys know, we shot that P47 video in just like the worst sun ever. So it ended up being a little bit different video in a way than I usually make, but I think it's doing okay. Let's see. I'll tell you how it's doing. Let me tell you how it's doing. Let's take a look real quick. It's ranking okay as far as my own performance. Killer Planes, what's going on? So it's funny the way the YouTube stuff works, but it's ranking 1 out of 10, and that means out of my top 10, it's doing pretty good, sitting at 1.4. 1,400 views, and typically I'd have about 1,000 at this point. So you guys are watching it, I guess, and responding. So that's cool. And then It's one subscriber off of it and about $7. That's what all that work gets you. Big Jim, thanks. Oh, you guys are nuts. You guys are nuts. Thanks. So Keith Wolf just heading out to fly as Valiant and Cirrus and noticed the notification. I don't recognize your name, but man, welcome. And it sounds like you've probably been here for a while. Good to see you. Hope you have a good fly. Yeah, Valiant and Cirrus. I had one of our buddies ask a question. He asked me what's better, the beach or the Cirrus? And I hardly know how to answer that question. What do you guys think? Because I'll answer them in the comment section if I can get enough consensus. I think it's our buddy Hubert, real long channel name. And I think if I remember right, he flies off grass, but he's asking me about between the Cirrus and the beach. I think the beach. Killer Planes, what's going on? Air Vexed in the house. Let's see. Good to see you, Keith Wolf. Spectrum guys, had a hold on my alert on IX14. Never had one before. Any thoughts for Eddie K? What up, Wild Bill? Glad to be here, you guys. Had a great weekend. I got there Saturday, so I wasn't at RC Fest very long, but I had a great time. Hung out with the Sailors and Brian Phillips, and that was kind of fun. That was super fun. We flew together, Ring of Fire, and we all went up at the same time. Jason Merkel, myself, Nate, and Brian. And Jason was the last man standing on the Ring of Fire with the Aero Scouts. And of course, the videos make it look like it's lighter out than it really was in real life. Ethan in the house. I swear, me and Jason would have been neck and neck, but the car guys walked right in front of me, dude. As soon as I flew through the ring, I lost it. I didn't know where it was. I made it through the ring, but then out the backside, I had no visual. Someone walked in front of me. Can't believe Victor's got one at 97,000. Yeah, I've got some like old ones that are up there, you know. Somebody did a PayPal thing. I don't know who, but thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Let's see. Boss says the Cirrus is much slippery to fly, more sporty. I know, but man, I'm rooting. I selfishly am rooting for the beach. I just want to see more golden age aviation. You know what I mean? And with that said, yeah, Big Jim, I don't think Nate, myself, or Brian had any of our own planes there. So we actually flew. So here's the fun thing about the Aero Scout. The Aero Scouts got beat on all day in the Try Me section. And that's what we flew through the Ring of Fire. And the landing gear on mine were completely wrecked. And so I bent the nose wheel straight, and then my gear were completely splayed out, and I bent them back right. And I could have went for it, but I still wasn't super confident. So Nate Saylor hand launched my Aero Scout for me during that. So yeah, those were Horizon Hobby donations, and my plane was still good to go. I just couldn't go get it. I actually went out there to go get it and ended up Scott was yelling at me to grab his Ultrix, and so I got it instead. And then by the time I grabbed it, they said, "Get out of here." Rogers RC Aviation, thank you so much. Everybody hit that like button, y'all. So last year when we were coaching baseball, I got one of these. And so did my kid. We all had the same hats, you know, and for coaching as the kids. And they're nice, man. Look at that. They're nice. I need a propeller on top, yeah. So my kid lost his. And so there was like I don't know, some family fun day last weekend or whatever, and they were selling merch at Eastside, and so I got me another hat since I had to give mine up to my kid. I like these. They're good. It's kind of blowing it out, but I got a ring light going on right now. You can kind of see in my glasses. Yeah, that helps actually tremendously. So Rowan's hanger in the house. What's up, man? Rowan was the guy working the stream for me last weekend. We streamed live from RC Fest, and a lot of you guys popped in, I'm sure. And Rowan took the stream over while I was flying. So thanks so much for that, dude. Check him out. I don't know. Are you posting videos, man? Rowan's flying all the time with Garrett and the other guys in Alabama. There he is right there, Rowan's hangar. So check him out. Right, so you're right. 2 different planes completely. Still waiting on the older UMX to come back. Man, some of those I'm not sure we'll ever see because they were neat, but it would be nice if they had AS3X. A lot of the early ones did not. Francis, 2.1 anything would be amazing. I haven't watched the stream back yet from last weekend, but I actually very looking forward to it. I had a gimbal on the cell phone, so it should have been neat. Oh yeah, Dad. So let's talk about this a little bit. This is a funny one. I asked one of the guys at Horizon, Dad. Me and Dad were talking about this the other day, and he had noticed in oh yeah, Rowan, before I forget. So Rowan has some vids about his grandpa or visit to the USS Intrepid, the museum. Wild Bill's about to take the RV-8 up. There you go. So yeah, Jeff, was something up with one of your motors? So here's the thing me and Dad were talking about, and it was really in reference to your video, started the conversation. I did see it meet Servo. Yeah, the museum in New York. I've been there for Fleet Week like twice when I was in the Navy. So Fleet Week's around June time in New York. It was wild. It was cool. So so Dad noticed in Jeff and Lower Alabama's video on the beach, and I haven't seen it yet, but I think it was on a taxi back or something, where the motors weren't both going at the same time. So there's, from what I understand, 2 reasons that could happen. One, something's up with the motor, right? 2, and more probable, is the fact that, and this is one thing that this differential thrust stuff is kind of new to us in a way, right? So let me move this over here so it looks more like I'm looking at you when I'm reading the comments. So when you, and I asked the guys to confirm it because that was my suspicion. When you, let's say you're flying your beach or any of the twins that have differential thrust, and you trim the yaw, you are going to affect, in a way, the differential thrust. So something to think about. So if you're trimming, you didn't have any trim in the rudder and it still happened. So they getting you a new motor, got a new ESC, and it was still doing it. Have you calibrated them together or anything like that, Jeff? That's interesting. But it is something to look out for. So Jeff sounds like he's got a different kind of situation going. What's up, Jackson RC Aviation? But if you trim the yaw in the air, be prepared for it to affect your differential thrust, basically start and stop, right? So obviously, with that being said, you want to operate at 0 trim on the radio. So if there's something you got to trim it in, um, 0 it out once you get back down on the ground, and you'll be better off. I need to take a look at some things too, because I remember the other day I was trimming in some yaw on the actually everything. I did it. I played around with the twin timber and also the EC15 the other day. So I want to see what's actually going on, fly it the way it is, and then 0 it out and see what I get. What's up, Prop Lord? FPV? Mason in here? What's going on? Oh, that's Mason, isn't it? Prop Lord? FPV? Nice. Good to see you. Yeah, so something to think about. Something to think about. And yeah, Pops, I confirmed it, with I forget his name, but I talked to one of the Horizon guys, and I always get his name wrong. Last year I thought it was Mike McConville, and that's not who it is. It's somebody else. But what's up, Paul McNeil? He also said, it's probably going to be hard to notice and not to any real detriment, but I think everything makes a difference. Me and my dad, I think said it before, like flying is like stacking BBs. Like there really is a lot that goes into something working. We almost take it for granted with how well a lot of this stuff is designed now. CVO, is that going to affect the EC1500? Yeah. Any of these twins that have the differential thrust, that's something to be aware of. So definitely get your rudder zeroed out mechanically, right? So make sure you like it, get it, it's counter rotating prop. So it's not like you're going to have to cheat with a little bit of right rudder like we do on a lot of planes. So get it neutraled out, and it's not going to be anything crazy. But if you do have to trim, 0 it out on your radio so you can keep your differential thrust working good. Wild Bill said, who likes the new Beach lower price? Is that lower price right now? If you're on the fence, get you one, guys. Click through the links too. It's crazy. After talking to Nate and Brian, I'm like, golly, they're crushing it. I need some of that. What did it used to cost, guys? Wild Bill says $3.99, $4.49. So it's down $50. That's what's up. Craig Beaven, yeah, Pops is right, man. Me and Pops learned how to really fly together. I mean, he spent time doing it, control line and things like that. Michael Covington, thank you so much. I just realized it was you. Thank you, man. And you know what? Right now, I'm sure like the points thing is crazy. Listen, links in the description, right to Horizon. Click there or go to pilotryanmedia.com and click the Horizon link and get yourself there. If you're going to get yourself some shopping or gift cards or anything for Father's Day. Jeff Adams, what's up, man? I like the beach, man. Ethan RC is asking Jeff if he ever messed with the throttle curve in the radio programming. Jeff Adams telling EQ he likes his yak videos. Here's one. Boss223 wants to know if anybody has found any kind of upgrade gear for the Carbon Z T28. I'm going to try the soft tires on it, but they need to send me one of those planes first. I borrowed one to do videos the first time. And then I just put up a video, Brandon just, just chilling, flying his before we filmed some stuff the other day. What's up, P51D fan? Throttle curves are used more on helis, is what he's saying. And Jeff says, after testing the new ESC, he's pretty sure it's a motor. Are you able to calibrate both ESCs at the same time on that one, if necessary? Yeah, Robart may have some EQ upgrade gear for the Carbon Z T28. Which ones? I wonder if the straight up and down A10 landing gear would work. But a lot of times when you do it, depending on how much you want to model, you're probably going to have to lose the gear doors, but it's kind of worth it. I mean, me and Brandon are greasing in some of this stuff, and it's like, dang it, man. I need a whole cachet of Dave Brown's or Robarts to work it out. You did calibrate and it seemed to work. Nice. Nice. 53 folks. Thumbs up in it. Yak 130. Oh. Boss, this is what EQ says. Take a look at the Yak 130 landing gear, perhaps, for the T28. 14 pounds of plane, yeah. I forget who was it said they tried the softer tires and it actually made a difference. Because that'd be interesting to do, to try. And that's a good first cheap thing to do. I was talking to the some of the Horizon guys, obviously, at RC Fest, and I was mentioning how I'd love to see an upgrade be offered like that. I mean, I think guys, if you save $100 or save $150 on the plane because it comes with those gear, that's cool. But if you want the suspension, why not sell the upgrade? You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of us would pay another $100, $150 for a set of like bolt right in and fit, use the gear doors and all suspension struts for that thing. I think we'd be all about it. Here's a question and maybe a statement at the same time. On the Cirrus, do bro low bounce help immensely? Nice. What's up, Tony Spears? They did an upgrade for the super slow stick. Eddie K working out the his radio situation. You had a hold, right? Per spectrum hold. A hold occurs when 45 contiguous, one right after the other, frame losses occur. This takes about 1 second. If a hold occurs during flight, it's important to reevaluate the moving the antennas to different locations and or checking to be sure the transmitter and receivers are working correctly. Boss said he'd buy a landing gear upgrade. $20 for the tires. Nice. I think maybe they're getting there though. And if you look at the surface side, I think that's maybe ushering in that kind of thought process. Because if you look at For Traxxas, for example, with the TRX-4Ms, they have a ton of their own upgrades for that vehicle. The Axial SCX-24 microcrawler, both microcrawlers, has a ton of aftermarket things for it, but it's not from Axial. So there's a huge missed opportunity there because the confidence you get, like with the Traxxas upgrades and option parts for the TRX-4M, it's a no-brainer. You know they're going to fit. But when there's a gazillion things and Amazon and eBay and whatsy what for other stuff, I'm never very confident with those kinds of upgrades. So I think if perhaps Axial had their own upgrades, folks would go there, and it's a great opportunity for the company to, add on sales and sales that don't require a crazy lot to ship too. So that becoming evident to the company, I think has to transcend over into the airplane side, especially with something like with a history like that Big Carbon ZT-28. I mean, since the first inception, everybody has been talking about suspension struts. So I think folks would pay an extra 150 for them all day long. Bolt right up, and you're good to go. Snow says the ultra slow stick gear was not good. They updated it, and it's cheap on Horizon Hobby. Is that the wood one? Is that the wood stick? Ethan put a set of Timber 1.5 tires on the slow stick. Haven't had the landing gear brake on them yet. Nice. What's up, Greg Rowland? Julio R is looking for a T-Rex 250 scale 5-bladed rotor head. Anybody? Got one? Make it happen. Make it happen. Yeah. Well, let's see here. See what I can dig up here just to show you guys. Show you a little bit from nothing has been edited here that I'm getting ready to show you, but here's a little bit of the OB10 Bronco. Just kind of let it play. Yeah. Better before when there we go.
All right, the one remaining OB10 Bronco lives in the air has full flaps down, gear down, coming in.
I gotta turn it down because I'm gonna end up getting a copyright strike, just like I did on the video last weekend. What's up, Kenny? Look at the gear here. Just boink. No problem. Right. So, yeah, this hadn't been edited at all right there. So let's see. I'll go ahead and remove that one. And like remove from studio. There we go. Let me get you another clip, y'all. We'll go through some of this.
Fly the aircraft with.
It's probably more of it. Come on.
He wants to fly the aircraft with.
Why isn't that playing? Don't give me that. EQ, that's the big Bronco. I mean, the monster Hangar 9. You know what I mean? Jared Upton, what's going on, dude? Man, it keeps stopping. What's up with that? Oh, it's because it's a short. My bad. Here, I'll pull up some more. Let's see. Which one was that? Oh, goodness sakes.
The White aircraft, one has the smoke on.
There we go.
These were purpose-built aerobatic aircraft developed by the Curtiss Aviation Company.
So we'll just let that kind of roll a little bit. There's a lot. Yeah, the OV10, man, so cool. I got a lot. Look how low we got. Whoa, so low. I got so tight on some of this stuff that I can't even use it for social because it'll be it won't fit in the frame. But yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff. There was a monster tiger cat there, dude. It was huge. Big, what I think carved Corsair. Chris Hume's I went through my footage last night and today. The Chris's turbine F-16 and Peter Goldsmith's big F-86. So cool. And then there were two other big F-86s that fly formation together. Like, so good. I'm completely blown away at how slow this Bronco will go, though. My goodness. Pits. Jared went flying the mall and night timber. Good day. That's awesome. I flew a drill, a jigsaw, and a sawzall today. Been working on some finish trim around here. Are you Jared from the show? We park next to each other. Is that you, man? All right, Rowan, come on. Yeah. I thought so. Awesome. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's so cool going to RC Fest and running into folks that kind of know you. It makes meeting people easy. I'm really probably without the channel. I'm like I would just really probably just kind of stay low key, like to myself. So Jason's flying the Carbon Z150T right here. G. Very good. Such a fun show. So I'll put that all together. It's going to be long. Like I said, members exclusive. I'm going to let it go with all the music and the commentary because I'm not worried about the monetization on that. And then for public consumption, I'll probably do something a little bit like Brian did, where it kind of voiced over. And check out Brian Phillips' coverage of it. And Sailors, did they do anything yet on that show? I'm sure they have on short form. I don't know if they put out anything long form on it yet. Here we go. Gear down. So this is what the footage looks like before I do anything to it. So what happens, I'll sharpen it up. I'll boost the color a little, scale it up. It's kind of flat right now in a way. So yeah, that's what that's about. So let's see, which clip was that? It's not going to tell me, is it? Let's keep doing that. What's up, Ryan? Displayed my Pilot Ryan Media shirt today. Hello, everybody. Hope all's having a good weekend so far. Thanks, Brad. Get some merch up in here and then wait a month to get it. Print on demand. Let's see.
Approach that straight.
Rocket car. That's a good time. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take that off and put in another one. Might as well show you some of this. What's this one?
Don't let me.
You're all no, dude. You're good. This is just all.
All right, we'll get. Let's see, video file. Oh yeah, that's a takeoff. So I think it's of one of those. Freya talk in the chat. I can't. These things kill me dead, though. They really do. Let's see.
Horses and spy them with air support.
That's the Stuka. Go back to this one. Just kind of let it go. It'll end in a minute. Yep, fighting focus. Jeff and Laura Alabama is awesome. Be literally family to the deer. Mutual of Omaha up in here. Come on. Nuts. Y'all got to see this tiger cat, though. Let's see, man. I'll show you this big jet.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Peter goes to taxis out on the runway, those beautiful F-86. We're getting closer and closer to the evening hours at 5 p.m. in 15 minutes. Just after this flight, Raminator himself will be crushing 3 cars on that end of the field. So if you go out there now, get a good spot to sit down.
Awesome.
Raminator will be crushing
This whole
cars
flight is good.
at 5 p.m. Once again, Raminator crushing cars at 5 p.m.
So you're seeing raw footage, guys. I usually cut all of that raw footage. What's up, Moods? This thing is just terribly good.
And there's the music. So, bye on the music. But I'll leave it play. Does that work for y'all? Something to look at? It's hard for me not to watch it. And that's the thing. A lot of the shows we go to are very cognizant of how many folks have YouTube channels. Like when you go to Alabama, they're it's really no problem to get the music to shut down. But this is just a complete show for the 4-pointer. He does an 8-pointer later. It's just perfect. Just amazing. I got to figure out. I love my camera, but the stabilization is complete garbage. Because I'm working so hard to have it look like I just had 3 pots of coffee before this stuff. It'd be so much better with a little bit better stabilization, dude. It's a good camera, but not for this. It's great on a tripod. But I mean, this kind of video work and photography, all of us do. Like as far as RC goes, it's what I call photomasochism. It's the hardest kind of photography, videography you could ever really endeavor to do. And it's really crazy how like really way cheaper cameras sometimes have a better stabilization than what I have. Just nuts. But he ripped the snot out of this thing. It's a monster turbine. And then in this same video, you'll see the GH6, huh? You'll see the Chris Huhn's big turbine F86 coming up as well. And then I have both of these. I really got great landings. Thanks, Jared. Yeah, I showed up and got to work. Strike the light, got lots to go, he says. 60 folks in the room. We probably got, what, 10 likes? Ryan, cool. You got to hang out with Brian, Megan, Sailor, Scott, and his crew. Absolutely. Find me an iCup. I got to take my my lens is clean, but my sensor, I think, is not. I got to take this thing in. I've had it for a while, and it's done a ton of work. My camera. Big Sabers are sick, John VHRC. Good to see you, man. 3 hours away, you said, Jared. I'll be back there sometime. I'd love to hook up with them when they're actually filming videos for releases. It'd be fun to like collab, so to say, with the people that we work with so often, you know. Michael Bear in the house. What up? Are you home? There goes the gear. And he's out of here. Bro, some of the stuff coming up on the F16, he's like high alpha, slow, drag brakes, the whole thing going on that F16, and then just punches it. And from slow to go like a rocket, he's straight up on the F16. Just totally crazy. Now, I'll never film 4K or 6K. It's just too much for the systems we use to edit and upload. But normally, the stabilization and things the camera offers are better at a lower res anyway than high. It may be wonderful on the camera, but if it's such a file that you have to work in proxies for your editor, it's just too much messing around, especially for what we get. I mean, you know, what, about 1,500 views and I'm at $7? Come on. How crazy are you going to go? Oh, no problem, Michael Bear. Lyndon's back home. A lot of folks are back home. It looks like John Graham. Yeah, the new re-release of the P47 is awesome. I was so glad to have it come back. I love Razorbacks, and the 1.2 series of Warbirds are killer. I think my short form on the P47 has been awesome. It's like mini review. And you can get a really good GHX. Who makes that, David Martin Graft? GH6. Look at this. Yeah, you guys might as well just leave this roll in the background. It's cool. John Graham, I hear you. Panasonic, that's right. Look at this. Watch this guy. And it was windy, y'all. Watch him bring it in. Wheel up. Still. Just sick. Yeah, I don't want to do stabilization in post, really. Let's see. So that, what file was that, man? Yeah, great aero brake. Let me try to pull up this. Brad, that's a great P47. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, which one is it? I think it's. Let's try this. Here's the taxi pack, and then I think the F-16. There goes the F-16. Boom! And I'm on it. And if you want the audio and stuff, you members will get it later as soon as I get it done. But we're going to just let it play in the background today. I don't usually do this, but bro, this is a giant F-16, and Chris rips the snot out of it. Totally. And it's a shame with the music that it's going to screw it up, but Captain and crew and everybody's going to get to see it though with the music, because I'm not worried about the monetization on that one. This is the stuff I have to edit out and fix, y'all. Zoom it out, get it back. Let's get it back, get it back. Sensor needs cleaned. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? Jared, yeah, you saw it live, didn't you? Ah, Philip, that's too bad. People are out of their mind, dude. They just don't. But it's probably the same people who run a leaf blower like all fall. Francis, I think it's 1/5 scale. I cannot quite remember. Who makes this one? If it's not BVM, who is it? Is it Carve? I'm sure he's telling us, but I can't even deal with the music right now. I saw him rip this last year. I got some short form of this last year that just went nuts. What? What's up, Scott? You remember who makes this F-16, man? It's Turbine. It's Turbine, and it's wicked.
have for other survey aircraft or ground forces. This critical role demonstrates the F-16's ability
Until the end of the video, you'll see how big it is next to Chris. Chris is a tall dude.
The F-16's DPR capabilities beyond visual awareness are truly impressive. With its long-range radar and advanced vertical missiles, the aircraft can engage enemy targets from a safe distance, effectively neutralizing threats before they even know what hit them. A quick navigation for further this requires immense control on the elevator stick, the ailerons, the rudder, and throttle control, as it is not easy to
He's going to do another slow one and then go to the moon.
That nose high altitude shows us that delta wing is working as he comes around from the left. You hear that engine spinning down and he was working that flywheel.
Watch the back end. Closed it. Slow, turn to the moon. Look at that. Yeah, speed brakes. Totally impressed with his stuff. Yeah, so cool. I'll let y'all watch the landing. Finally, the generator shut up. That's cool.
All right, folks, we're moments away from the Raminator car crash. I'm sure you'll hear that truck start up eventually here shortly.
Gear down.
I want to remind each and every one of you that we do have our hobby shop open, but they are running low on inventory. We even had to go to the warehouse a few times in the last couple of days to stock back up. So if there was something in there that you were wanting, please come by and pick it up. They are no longer going to be able to get more inventory throughout the day. Let's get you comes in here for a beautiful
Sick. Sick. Buddy, try hard, man. You're right. Do that open up. Speed brakes and the canopy. And check it out. It's huge. And Chris is 6 foot easy, right? Easy. That's a huge F-16, y'all. I mean, it's so good, dude. So good. Yeah, Rogers, RC Aviation, such a good landing. Francis, absolutely. Let's see. Let's find one more deal. Yeah, I know, and the flight time is so good, right? Let's see. Oh man. It's just I'm just looking at numbered files here, so it's hard to really know what's what. Hey, let's here's some helicopter stuff, you guys. Again, I have to explain this.
Yeah.
None of this has been cut up. This is a raw clip.
You get your siren worked out?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
with Hayes' that's new to him. I don't think he's had that. He was working it out. Brad says he gets his speed at full scale. That's
I want the best RC YouTube channels out there. If you're looking to find information on the best aircraft, car, or boat, for you to look at pretty much everything that I've seen YouTube
listen in the background.
channels out there. If you're looking to find information. I want the best RC YouTube channels out there. If you're looking to find information on the best aircraft, car, or boat, for you to look at pretty much everything that I've ever seen YouTube channel. Everything for each of them to come out and support your RC class. Definitely really so high. Check out the aircraft over there.
It's just funny. Literally just like this outstanding right there. And you think what I'm thinking? You think what I'm thinking?
I heard that.
Man, so was he. Hey, look it! It's Brian Phillips and Megan. I didn't know you were here.
We're here.
Hey! Hey, I'm here too. Camera crew in the house. Hitting the QR up in here. Fun. Yeah. Good times there. Good times. So guys, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. Lay it on me, y'all. I'm gonna be done with the footage right now. You'll have to wait to see that. Yeah, it's a 1/5 scale F-16. I think it's BVM. I cannot remember. What I did clips of one last year, and I had a flight. Brady flew a big turbine one. And I put a video out like a year ago or whatever to Al Neiman the third. What's going on? Yeah, it was fun hanging out with everybody at the show, and Brian and I talk on the phone, but it was really cool to finally meet him in person. And Megan. Yeah, there's monster trucks. I got footage of the monster truck smashing cars. I mean, less footage of the grass. Craig, give it a rest, man. I told you this is uncut, y'all. When I say edit, I'm cleaning it up for y'all, so it's enjoyable to watch. Oh yeah, all of us in the Ring of Fire was a good time. What's up, Guniak? Good times. It was fun. That was someone else's idea, and we were like, sure, let's do it. And I outlasted those two guys, but what a fat lot of good it does me, man. They have a gazillion subs, those cats. Scott Settle, you're funny. RC Fest was great. Brian is even better in person. LOL. Yeah. The grass shots, ASMR, Wild Bill, BVM 1/5 scale. Yes. $12,000 worth of F-16 up in the air. Is that what you're saying? Nice. Yeah, those guys are great. Fun times. Nice meeting people. I had a good talk with Jared here in the room right here. He surface stuff and airplanes. We talked for a while before he realized what was going on. I don't think anybody recognizes it's me until I say the links in the disc row or something. I don't know what it is. I think it's because you ramp it up a little bit when you're on in front of the camera, and then just regular, it's like, no. You don't really hear it. That's right, Unc. I'm like the old dog, apparently. I was getting all kinds of respect like an elder at this show. Maybe I need to do some of that beard dye. Eric Quinn wants to know how you can Killer Planes crash proof of 125-inch B-17 freight and servos. Man, 3 easy payments. Links in the description. Drop 12K, man, on a jet. Let's get it. No, I don't have links to any of that big stuff. I've done some videos of some big monster turbines though, and they've done pretty good. It is the gray in the beard. Yeah, well, it matches the blue in my eyes, I guess. Just comb it in. I'll just shave it off first because I think it looks weird when it's all one color. When you can tell somebody's done it, I'm sorry, it's goofy. Unless you want to look like Johnny Quest, like a Johnny Quest doll or something. Yeah, so I'm thinking 10 minutes is probably the wrap up time. Yeah, 10:30 max, 15. So lay it on me. Any questions, guys? The P-47 was amazing. Hopefully you saw how easy it is to change the flaps and aileron on the EC-1500. I did a video that'll save you half the time in the work and effort. That's not great. It's silver. That's right. Just comb it in. Francis has seen a $94,000 F-16. Bless their hearts. Anybody that can put that kind of stuff up in the air, man. I'm not the one. You know, I'm living in Foamy Town, recreational hobbyist. Foamy Town, looking at wood. Let's go, you know. All right. Good night, Jared. Thanks, man. It's the beard and shades. Wrights says he's seen a $30 million F-16. Philip wants to know what kind of flight times on the E-flite A10. I think on my videos, I actually spoke about it pretty good and might have even showed all the battery stuff. You know what I mean? But sitting here, I would just say 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, depending on how you want to fly it. What do you guys say? E-flite A10 flight times. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but that sounds 96K changed my life forever. There's and bless their hearts, man, if they can put it up in the air, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not the one. It's copper deficiency that causes gray. I should eat more pennies. What about being almost 50? Does that have anything to do with it? Olson says, this is awesome. 4 to 5 minutes on a 4,000. That sounds like the milker right there. 4 to 5 sounds better. Yeah. I mean, it does sound better. Definitely, I would say check your telemetry or land at 3 and see what your cells say. Before I would go pushing it that far. But you know, and listen, that jet, you can cram a 5,000 in there, but you'll suffer the weight penalty. So 4,000 or 3,200 6S is dynamite. And you want those batteries really back as far as you can get it. Guniak says 3 minutes if you fly hard. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. And yeah, land at 3, see what the cells say. You get a idea what kind of go around time you have. And if you just want to loaf, that's a different kind of flying too. I feel like I pretty much keep it in the throttle, fairly mixed when I'm doing one, and I am shooting video, so I don't want to be hitting LVC. So I generally play it safe, and playing it safe for me, 3 minutes is really where it's at, especially on brands. I feel like I have a pretty good idea how long they're going to go. Some brands, if I haven't flown a whole lot of it, I will go for maybe 2.5, 2:45, but still stretch to 3 and see what I feel. Yeah, you guys talking about big money airplanes up in the air, and Michael Bear's like $5 phone board. He's like, I'm still like wetting myself. Yeah, Philip, that's the way to go. I did do a handful of videos on that E-flite A10. I think grass, Winamac, shakedowns, you know what I mean? Obviously they're back on the channel here, Pilot Ryan Media, as is every really about new thing that's come out over the last handful of years. So I like high rate on that thing as well, by the way, because I remember in my video I did not have I think I had a 4,000 or 3,200, but I didn't have it all the way back, and I was not on high rate, and I got in a down line after a vertical maneuver, and I was like, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to pull out of it. So everybody seems to really like the battery all the way back, whether it's a 3,200 or a 4,000 aft. And I think most of us probably dig high rate as well. A lot of the stuff at Horizon, I really dig the high rate and stay there. Now that I've got the EC 1500 though, with the big flaps, I fly the EC 1500 in high rates. But when I flew at the default with the big ailerons, we were both liking low rate a little better on that one. Hitting LVC on YouTube makes for riveting content. Yeah. But like it also makes for like one take, depending on how well it goes. Zoom link is Rogers is asking for. Folks, really, if you haven't seen the videos that have gone out last week, or week before, or the shorts on YouTube, check out the shorts here. They're fun. Check out the long form here on YouTube. If you do the other social media stuff, check it out. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the whole deal. I got links in the description to my website. When you do buy airplanes, click through pilotryanmedia.com. You'll arrive there, scroll down, you'll see all the logos of all your favorite brands. Click through. It costs you nothing but consideration to help support this whole endeavor, this RC life. I have to mention this. I hate it actually asking, but it is very, very, very necessary. And a lot of people I'm competing with have no problem asking. So I'm asking, click the links, watch the videos. It's free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm all in. So I really appreciate all you guys that do support. Anybody here ever fly single channel pulse? Where'd the comment go? Anybody here ever fly single channel pulse? I may be telling my age. Yeah. I think there's a handful of folks that have got experience with that. What's up, Jeebs? Dad nailed it right there. Hey, all you mothers, happy Father's Day. Nice, Jared. Slaps put in the link here. It's the same as it ever was. Jeeves is in the house. You always show up when I'm fitting to go. Michael Bear says there's a new kit at Flight Test. It is free to watch, dude. Just found the channel, says Lear's Farmish. Nice. Thanks for coming by. Ace RC Pulse. Here's an answer to your question, Lears. Michael Bear flew Ace RC Pulse. This is stuff that I don't understand, but I am familiar with as way back. Nitro Junkie. There you go. There's a lot of them around. And we have a ton of them. You know, we really, in this chat, we have folks from beginner to experienced to long time flyer to new. And been making, you know, this channel's not about the stream, but we've been doing this stream for like 4+ years at this point, every Saturday night, 9 Eastern time. But really, I urge you to check out the rest of the channel. I mean, if you're not into foamies, you may not be into it, but we do the latest and greatest that comes out to the RC market for the most part. So thanks a lot, you guys. Yeah, hang in there, says Brad. Yeah, happy Father's Day. And listen, if you're shopping for your pops or you're shopping for yourself, hit me up, guys. I've made it easy. I've made it easy to do. You're welcome, Lears. Yeah, so there's definitely folks that have experience with some of that older tech. Let's see. We are on a 5-minute warning, y'all. Scott Settle says, Happy Father's Day. Here's another that I think some of the lurkers are chiming in tonight, Lears, due to your question. Gary Gasser says he has flown single channel and I would never go back to it. That makes sense. That P47 would look nice in all y'all hangar. You want me to grab it real quick? You guys want to see it? Let me bring it in here. I don't really have anywhere to set it, but I'd be glad to get it if you want to see it. But you can see it on my video also really well. Hell yeah. All right, John. All right, man. I got you. Let me go get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. Three to 5 minute warning. It depends how it's going. You know what I mean? Gonna be calling tomorrow. Phillips going flying. Get it, says Jared. Bro, this is what's up. Kenny, thanks for the 10, 20, 30% off at FMS. Use Pilot Ryan link and save big. Yeah, really. PilotRyanMedia.com. It's a website and the links are there. You scroll down, you'll see all the brands, see the FMS logo, click in, get yourself something nice for Father's Day. Let me go get the and bookmark PilotRyanMedia.com. I got an Amazon too. How many of y'all buy on Amazon? I mean, I'm sure probably everybody. Yo, I'm an influencer. This is supposed to be how it works. All right, hold on. This is it. Oh, yeah. Check me out. I'm going to take this external tank off so I can hold it better. And check out the hardware, right? I mean, the way these click in. I mean, super scale bits. rocket tubes. Look at the bombs. I mean, and the pylons, they just fit on so good. P-47, I love them. I love the shape of them. I love the Razorback. I love how they fly. It was the first plane that made me think I was okay at this. Tony Spears, if you got nothing nice to say, you know the rest. You know what? Silver's a great base for anybody who wants to repaint it if they don't like the twister. I understand, though, what you're saying. I really do. Yeah, updated Warbirds. I mean, I'm just glad to see him back. John Graham, the stickers come on it. The stickers come on it. And I've talked to some guys that refinish foam, and I mean, you can go nuts on it, but I just paint over them if I'm going to do something rather than open up the cells and have to do that. But it depends how crazy you want to go. I know, I've done a handful of paint schemes where I just went right over the factory stuff, and it's fine. Let's see, Michael Sherman in the house. I just saw your name. Yeah, the B model P-51, I like that as well. Oh my gosh. I think there will be a new T6. Michael Sherman, I wish there would be, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Boss says he peels them off. The stickers, the canopy, how's it look? That's the one thing about the repaint on this. You have to be ready to do the what I call mullions, but the strapping. You know, it's blue, so you gotta paint. You gotta do some masking or something, or trust your hands. You know what I mean? I love the jug, though. You want to see inside it? Is that what you want? It's huge. What's up, Rowan? You're back? It's huge in there. Check it out. Carlos. Hey, Ryan, thank you very much for saying hello to my little daughter the other day. She got very happy. Oh, that's awesome. Right here on the channel? Was it on the channel or was it in person somewhere? 3 and 4S, John Graham. Yes. I like my E-flite AT6. Have to pilot more than flying the 1.2. That's true. And it's a 1.5 that runs on 3S and 4S, which is interesting. The T6, if you can get one. Yeah, there you go. My buddy Brian Phillips was telling me he loves this on a 3S. I think it was a 2200 even all the way forward. I'm like, wow. Because I don't ever, a lot of times I don't even mess with it. I'll just go 4S from the get-go. Go to my video of this plane that's just recently been released. Watch my video. If you want to see a 3S flight, tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. The landing gear are amazing. I know it's washing out because it's bright. I'm trying to show you. There's the tires basically from the outside. I'll try to show you one from the in. And here's the inside of it. And the struts are dressed up so much that everybody thinks they're truly oleo. You can see why, but they're not. They're not. They're just dressed up. But you got you have metal trunnion retracts. Here's a good question. Oh, Brad, yeah. So Aaron says, literally trimming my elevators as I type this. What's the best way to keep both level with each other? What airplane are you talking about? Sometimes I'll make a little jig. If I have little, if there's a way I can like get like popsicle sticks or something and then kind of pinch them together so they hold them both together, that's one way you can do it. One thing interesting to note too, these are the same, not size, but the same style of wheels that are on the 1.5 Mustang. So if you wanted to do the work, you could probably throw Robarts on here as well if you wanted to do like Pilot Jerry's mod. Habu STS, I'm having trouble with tons of drag. Is it two different servos for the elevator? I can't remember at this point. But yeah, it's run a ruler and adjust the clevises. Yeah. Or use flat carbon to strengthen the cross. Popsicle sticks and rubber bands work. Whatever you can do to get it done. But experimentation, is always going to pay off too. I mean, even real airplanes, they got to fiddle with them all the time. Looks light on the nose, big bat for sure. Yeah, we flew with 3200 4S, and I didn't put it all the way forward. It was about an inch back, and it was awesome. Awesome. I'm so glad. I love P-47s anyway. So glad to see it back. And literally, this is like darn near identical to the 1.5 FMS one. It's just small. Drag sounds like he's not level at neutral. So are you flying the Habu and it's rolling left or right? What's going on? Somehow my elevators are bleeding tons of speed off. What's happening to the nose? One single servo. F-86 would be nice. 7,000 in the Draco. Yeah, that's not a bad battery for that plane at all. 4S 3200 is so sick in the Warbirds though, dude. And I told Brian Phillips, I was like, dude, you know the trick on the Mustang, because no matter how good the landing is, the tail seems to be up, right? The angle of attack, right? Put a slit with a knife behind the tail wheel and jam a quarter up in there, and that helps a lot with the Mustang. Totally popping up on descent. The nose is popping up on descent. Yeah. So, but how's it fly level when you're in the power? Does it climb? Or does it stay straight? Let's figure Aaron out before we leave. Let's help Aaron out before we leave. Yep, uneven elevator will totally make it roll, but it sounds like it's a up or a down situation for Aaron. What battery are you flying in the Habu? Climbs fast. Yeah. So your neutral elevator needs to come down. So mechanically do it. You don't want to rely wholly on your trim on the radio. But yeah, you need to level out the trim on your Habu 3S 4000. Is it all the way forward, like close to the that's the battery it comes with though, the 3S 4000. It's a jet, so it's going to consume it quick. And the thing is too, you have to think the motor is way back in the back of these, right? So if his battery is not forward, then what's up, Madhouse? If his battery's not forward, then he's going to be having trouble. So think about that. So where are you putting your battery? Is it all the way up in the nose, Aaron? And really, check out my channel. I had a guy who had never flown before fly the Habu on my channel. Yeah, the pitch is definitely off. And or the CG. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, sweaty. If that was the Mini, that would be way heavy, yeah. I'm mechanically trimming it down. I've got my TX centered. I think maybe the elevator was out of adjustment. Yep, that's could be, Aaron, but that sounds like what you need to do. A little more down elevator. Because ideally, this is what you want to happen. When you're and this is one thing to consider, but I think what I'm gonna save the most what I think important thing for last. When you're flying it just fast, it should be really straight and level, right? But more importantly, when you're flying it, make sure you're high enough when you experiment with this stuff. But when you're flying it, and let's say you just get out of the throttle altogether, how is the glide? Does it follow its nose and it's a nice glide? Does it sink like a brick? Or does it just really slow down and the nose comes up and then it feels like you're wallowing around, right? What you want is no matter what about flying fast, I think the most important thing is to set up your airplane so when you're landing, you don't have a lot of work to do. Because it's really counterintuitive to be pushing down elevator to make a thing land right when in real aviation, you're always sticking it in your lap. 25 clicks of up for level flight when it was brand new. Zero that out. And 25 clicks of up for level flight when it was brand new and it flew okay. If it flew okay like that, then make a mark where that ended up, zero it out, and then spin your clevis to make it go back to that mark. A little bit of trim is fine. 25 is a lot because also keep in mind this thing has safe and AS3X. You're going to limit a little bit of some of the benefit that you potentially could have. When I cut the throttle, it pitches up, then stalls and falls. Yeah, bro. Get this set up. So this is what you want ultimately at the end of the day, right? Like you want to be able to get out of the power and still fly predictably. Let's say you flew too long and you ran your battery out and now you're gliding in. You want it to follow its nose predictably. Like if you have a paper airplane and it sucks, you put a paper clip on it or a penny in it and all of a sudden it's awesome. If you could fly it and control it, that would definitely be more beneficial to you. So get it set up so when you get out of the power, it's not sinking like a brick, but it follows its nose and the tail doesn't drop. So keep your battery up in the front like you've done and get your elevator sorted so when you get out of the power, it doesn't drop crazy, but it just kind of stays on that trajectory. But because there's no thrust, it's going to descend, right? That's what you want. Set yourself up so you have a nice, predictable landing and a plane that doesn't really surprise you because, man, before I knew jets better, the same thing happened to me. They would fly amazing, but then I'd get out of the power and the tail would drop so much. I was like, I don't know what to do now. It's like a totally different plane. So make it fly as predictable without the power as it does with it. That's what's up. Let's see. Michael Bear got cops at his house. What's going on? Let us know later. Yeah, I can't stop. Yeah, Aaron, let us know how it goes for you. I really think that's everybody would agree with that one. What's up, Axel? Yeah. And check out. I mean, we don't really talk about the trim a whole lot, but you'll see when we're flying the Habu on my videos, we did the yellow one and the red one. In the red version, I had my neighbor who had never flown before fly it. And you can see we got it set up well, where he was able to fly it and bring it in and land it on his own like twice, the first times he had ever flown ever. So setup is really everything. Rowan, I don't do a lot of real flight, but I should. Thank you, Madhouse. Everybody, I stayed on a little longer than I was gonna. Matthew Cox, I see you. Let me look real quick. I haven't heard anything. I know the website's going to say the same thing as yeah, Aaron, sounds good. I think you I think you it sounds like you've been around here for a while. So yeah, it's funny sometimes these things need what they need and it doesn't necessarily make sense, but it is what they need for whatever reason. Let me see. I don't know anything about this, Matthew. So anything I'm going to find out, I'm sure you could too on the website. We're talking about the gray F-16 from eFlight. If you're going to shop, don't forget to use pilotryanmedia.com. Thank you so much, you guys. Content is free. Soak it up. Appreciate you, and I need your support. Let's see. Going to eFlight right here. Yeah, man, the beach is cheaper right now. That's awesome. $50 cheaper on the beach. I need to film that one again because when I filmed it, I didn't have the manual. And speaking of elevator, the beach comes with a jig for setting up the elevator which is a considerable amount of down elevator at neutral. Due to there's a lot going on at the tail and it's very short coupled up front. It needs a bunch of down as well. And I had production sample number 1 and didn't have a manual. So my whole video is me figuring out what the manual just says. So I really ought to take one up again. Great plane. And if you like Golden Age Aviation, check it out. Save yourself $50 and probably earn a bunch of points right now, Father's Day style, through pilotryanmedia.com. My gray F-16, it's gone. It's gone. And then my Thunderbirds I left in California, so I'm out. I ain't got one. Where is that F-16, man? There we go. Back order. Let's see if it gives us an ETA. It doesn't even say. That's too hot a jet to be back order without an ETA. You never know what that means. You know what I'm saying? You never know what that means. Paul Ballard, thank you so much. Happy Father's Day, he says. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. If you're not a father and you still like yours, talk to him. Tell him, hey. Tell him I said, hey. Enjoy your day. Yep, there's a discount on gift cards as well right now. So do your thing, y'all. Support Pilot Ryan Media. You can do it right here. The link's in the description, or go to pilotryanmedia.com and make it happen. Follow me on social. There's a whole lot of fun eye candy that I put out on the short form content stuff as well. Thank you so much for that. Happy Father's Day to all of you. Dad, thank you so much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Happy Father's Day to you, Pops. Me and him started this flying together. You know what I mean? It was awesome. And he had experience on control line and stuff like that way before I was around. But the new iteration of electric flight, we really kind of cut our teeth together. And we spent a lot of time talking about it back in that old studio. And I remember telling him, man, because I got it bad for this stuff, right? Look at me now, right? He remembers me shaving stuff out of corrugated plastic and blue construction foam, and then I started writing for a magazine, and then it was like, Dad, I want to fly everything at least once, you know, because I started to recognize the different character these things had. And man, here we are. Pops, thanks so much. Happy Father's Day, dude. And if Dad didn't buy the Wing Dragon from Art Tech, I never would have even thought about it. Because before that, the last time I'd looked at planes, I was a kid, and it was a box of sticks and covering, and I was not gonna even begin. So Dad is responsible right here, Joseph Ramsey, for all of this. Yeah, he brought back home that he ordered online the Art Tech Wing Dragon. I had never seen a foamy plane before. It was pusher prop. And then I made the mistake of buying my first plane was a P-47, bad choice. I love P-47s, but that was not the right choice for a new person, especially back then when the technology sucked. There wasn't any yet. And so I'd crash my thing right away, but I would actually get stick time on his Wing Dragon from Art Tech. And then, dude, he used that wing on, and then we were doing slow sticks and everything else. He used that wing on all kinds of stuff. Made stick planes out of it, made float planes out of it, put ailerons on it. Like, we were doing it. And it was the best times ever. And without him, it wouldn't have happened. So yeah, I had no idea there were foamies out there available, and he had the one. And so then I started looking online. I was off the grid. I had an email address only to talk to my wife when she was studying abroad in Australia. Otherwise, I did not give a rip. I didn't need internet. I didn't care. I didn't need it. RC is the whole reason why I'm online, really, still. Guys, thanks so much. Super chats are coming in. Mike Bird, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I got your message. We'll figure it out. I need your address kind of stuff so I can figure out like estimated shipping and things like that. And we'll make something happen. So yeah. Hit me up like you've been doing, and we'll get it done. It's actually better if you email me, to be honest. If you go to my website, there's icons across the top, small ones. The last one it's either the last one on the right or the first one on the left is the email, info@pilotryanmedia.com. I pay a ton of money to have this website and an email. So use it, because the Facebook you're using is like a page I don't really use. So when I get the notification, it's like a bunch of steps for me to get there. It's weird. Yeah. Michael Bear, thank you so much. You guys are great. Yeah, Dad. So happy Father's Day. Pretty fitting. Get to talk about that. Yeah, Fred, I didn't see you. Thanks, Fred. Man, you guys are nuts. Thanks so much. Thanks, everybody. Let's see. Aaron says his dad got him into drag racing, which was a bad idea because I got addicted and built a 800 horsepower Fox body turbo. Always been into RCs, cars, boats, you name it. But this year I got into planes. Aaron, have you seen my RC truck playlist and some of my social media with like crawlers and bashers and stuff, man? We fly these things too, bro. I can send it. Backflips McGee. I don't really do front flips because I'm always afraid there's something about the gyroscopic nature of the wheels that a backflip is way more rooted than just like hoping you flip it right. But if you like that crazy stuff, Kamikaze RC on Instagram, bonkers. Absolutely bonkers with the bashers and the flying the trucks. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody with so much control. He's flying at the skate park with all these different pools, and he's able to send it over to the 1.5 pools and land on the backside of a transition the way he wants. It's absolutely bonkers if you like that stuff. Bro, I went 20 more minutes than I was gonna. Brad, but how do you stop now? Look at y'all. Y'all are crazy. Thank you so much with the chats, y'all. Man, thanks, guys. Brad, pay it forward in the house. Over 12-foot fences. Yeah, Kenny, dude. Kamikaze RC on Instagram. Check him out. Check him out. That cat is driving serious. And Arma and Horizon got a hold of him. So he's going to be, you're going to see him doing it with like all their trucks. I'm sure. Okay, we went about 2 hours. I think that's pretty good, guys. Check out my P47 video. Thank you so much. Y'all know what to do. Really appreciate you. Zoom link all around up in here. So we'll see you. That's it. It's been real fun. Thanks so much. Members, be looking out for notification. I'm going to try to get that big, long Horizon RC Fest video done for you. It'll be cut up better than what the clips are you saw, but you'll actually be able to hear the audio and all of that because there's only so many of you. So it's no big deal. Oh, awesome, Brad. Cool. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a great one tomorrow. Have a great one next week. Have a great one on Wednesday, just randomly. Make sure you have one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And thank you so much as well. I really don't want to mention Father's Day without also thinking of like the big guy who I really owe so much to as well. And I probably don't give thanks to enough out in the open. I'd be nowhere without him as well. Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to roll. Gone in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Boom.